Suki Tea started 11 years ago, and we import, blend and create flavours, so green, black, fruit and herbal infusions for the cafe market, online so people can buy direct, and we export as well. Since I left school I had 32 jobs, so when it came to signing a business, we'd done the research, we were very confident with the business that we were going to launch. We didn't really know what direction it was going to take, but we signed as directors, and that was the start of an amazing journey. I would not change a thing. It was just the idea that we'd started something that we could create and mould and grow.
After we set up our business, we on that day we invested £300 each, and that was in March 2005, to purchase our first batch of tea. We purchased about 20 kilos at that time of 18 different varieties, which we sold on St George's Market as a test case for the quality and the great taste of the teas that we'd selected in the range. We also had great support from our partners and our friends at the time, so we used and abused them greatly. We didn't take a wage for the first year either, so a lot of our trading at St George's Market would have been trading tea for fish or tea for fruit and vegetables as well, so that's how we contributed to the household. At the beginning, Oscar and I did everything. We were both purchasing the teas, sourcing, packing, weighing, doing labels, the artist and branding side of creating and selling as well, that we did through local specialty markets and music festivals as well initially. So we were sort of on top of each other, and we didn't necessarily recognise each other's strengths. And there's since the startup time and 11 years on, we have a natural division now of where our strengths and our roles lie within the business. So Oscar would be sales and marketing and new product development, management, and I'd be more operations with my head in spreadsheets. And another big challenge would have been not working 24/7, which we did in the beginning, especially when you were doing festivals and weekend work at specialty markets. It was the farmers market that we established the brand and built it up from there. So, and we still do that now, 11 years on. We're still performing at the same markets and looking to do some music festivals this year as well.
One thing that I was completely unprepared for was how much time you just want to put in. You've started something, created something, and you want to just work 24/7, and you have to rein back and actually just go, do you know what, I'm not the business is this separate thing, I've got my own life and I can do my own things as well. So it was getting that balance right to start with. When you're starting a business, you need a plan, you need something to work towards, and we had that, but our blueprint of a business was a tea house. We were going to start tea houses. As research went on, we had the flexibility to move. There was a guy, Jim, from Coffee Yard in Hollywood, a very successful cafe, came to us and said, can we sell your tea? Well, the business plan went out the window, and we said, right, actually, do you know what, wholesale is the way we're going to go. So it's having that flexibility at the early stages, but you still need we still needed to have to write another plan for our wholesale business then. So
and I now feel that we've got thousands of little Suki tea houses through the food service industry. So even though we don't have one, of the Suki Tea branded establishment where, the original startup idea had come from, we now feel that we've got thousands of those through our distribution network and food service.
As a startup, it's very important to give yourself a set of rules when it comes to brand guidelines. So even if it's just my logo is this colour on this colour, this is the kind of font I use, and what it gives customers is confidence, and it's about consistency. There's so many in Belfast, Northern Ireland, there's so many talented designers that can help you do that and create a set of brand guidelines for you. You're not alone. It's not something that you need to kind of invent rules for business. Those 4 pillars of business about finance, about growth, startup, and your actual product itself are the same across all businesses. So a lot of people have trodden that path before and they have advice. Entrepreneurs are very generous with their time, so you just have to ask.